of products, and this is one of the favorites. And we don't get to sell this and offer this during the course of the year because when it's hot weather, we can't ship them. It's chocolate, and it is the tastiest chocolate that you could imagine. And this is the product that does help you lower the plant sterols. So this is something, it's fascinating how he came up with a perfect blend of taste and the efficacy of what we need, our bodies, I should say, need to be able to deal with cholesterol levels. So I want to share with you, I know there's a lot going on here. There's two different choices. You can do the chocolate or the original or the cafe. The cafe has a little bit more of a coffee taste to it. And then you can choose which strength you'd like your chocolate to come in. Those are 66, a 74, or a 91%. And then we go through the serving options, starting here with a 30 serving count, a 60, you can go for the 180, or you can go for the 360. That's two full-size boxes like this, and they're all individually wrapped, just like this. They are so satisfying. The taste is incredible. The more, of course, the higher level or percentage you go with the chocolate. Some people like it because of the taste. Some people like it because it's more effective. But in either case, you can do the smallest dosage, if you will, the percentage of 66. There's a 74% or a 91%. And then, like I said, there's either the original, which is the regular chocolate, or there's the regular chocolate with the flavoring of the cafe, and you taste the little granules in it as well. So this really is something special. There's not a lot of products that anybody has found that give you a combination of good flavor and the fact that it is so good for you. ChocoNuvo is a great alternative for those of us who are trying to kick that craving, habit of ours. This is velvety smooth, and by the way, this is the last day to be able to take advantage of these prices. I will refer to the fact you're saving it's about a 50% savings by getting these today. We have the 30, 60, 180, or the 360. It's the only time of the year we're doing the big 360, and because we are getting into the warmer weather, we won't be able to ship this out until the fall. So it's a fantastic and final opportunity to get the best prices of the year on something people look forward to. It actually makes your mouth water just thinking about what they taste like. I'm gonna have a snack while we take a listen to Andrew, who will share a little bit more about this incredible formulation. So check it out.
Hi there, Andrew Lessman here with, unfortunately, the last real recording or airing I'm going to be doing for ChocoNuvo for this part of the year. Because as you know, if you're familiar with ChocoNuvo, we send it to you directly. What's unique about our dark chocolate is how creamy it is. And unfortunately, that means in summer, and especially summer's getting hotter every year, we can't ship ChocoNuvo during summer. So we are doing our today's special pricing, our today's special for the day, but we're doing something unique because it will be going away for at least 6 months. And this last year, it went away for longer than 6 months because it stayed so warm for so much longer. So we're going to be making sure that the today's special pricing for today is available until we stop shipping sometime this month. Hopefully it goes till the end of this month. Usually it starts getting too warm toward the end of April. So here's an opportunity to get the today's special pricing today and hopefully for the rest of this month or as long as supplies last. And ChocoNuvo is truly unique. Each square is about 25 calories. Each square delivers your choice of dark chocolate, 66%, 74%, or 91% cacao. That 91% cacao is truly rich cacao. And normally, once you get over 60%, dark chocolate gets kind of dry and kind of brittle. Certainly over 90%, it's extremely dry and brittle. Not ours. Ours is unique because we add a special ingredient that helps to lower total and LDL cholesterol. Cholesterol is basically a fatty molecule. The ingredient we add is very similar molecularly to cholesterol, but it is not cholesterol. It's called a phytosterol. It's a plant version of cholesterol. When we add it to our dark chocolate, it gives our dark chocolate the texture of milk chocolate, but with all the richness of dark chocolate. Then, of course, I select a dark chocolate that is not bitter, a dark chocolate that's rich. American palates like rich chocolate. European palates like more of a bitter chocolate. We tend to like a rich dark chocolate. We like a creamy dark chocolate. And that's why our dark chocolate is so unique. Americans prefer milk chocolate and white chocolate, yet if you look at the reviews on this product, I think about 70+% of the reviews are perfect 5-star reviews, over 80% 4 and 5-star reviews, and that's for a dark, dark chocolate, which if you look at all 3 versions, they have less sugar per 25 calories. Each square is 25 calories. Less sugar than 25 calories of blueberries, than 25 calories of cucumber or tomatoes. So again, I've heard folks say, I always love to say bad things about gummies because gummies are terrible. They're bad synthetic candy with calories and sugar, that just because you add a little nutrition to a gummy doesn't make it healthy. That what's so different about my product and a gummy? Everything. Dark chocolate, for most people, will be the single source of the most protective compounds in your diet. So there are higher levels of protective compounds, of beneficial compounds, antioxidants and the like, in dark chocolate than anything else that any human being will typically ever put in their mouth. That's the difference. Dark chocolate, especially dark chocolate like ours, it's basically a standardized extract of the cocoa bean, this incredibly rich source of protective compounds. And ours, we managed to make it taste delicious despite the low levels of sugar. In fact, our 91%, because it has less than half a gram of sugar, can be labeled as containing no sugar, 0 grams of sugar. So, and again, as I said before, even our 66 or 74% have less sugar than the same 25 calories of blueberries or 25 calories of cucumbers. So our dark chocolate is truly unique. What makes it also more unique, and I haven't even mentioned this, is it lowers total and LDL cholesterol. That ingredient that makes it have this incredible, delicious, rich, creamy texture will also help to lower total and LDL cholesterol. Even if you don't care, that's a benefit. But if you're taking cholesterol-lowering medication, if you're doing things with your diet to manage your cholesterol level, then you have a wonderful natural tool. So what we've done is, for Americans, we've made dark chocolate palatable and enjoyable. So many Americans refuse to eat it because it's not palatable and enjoyable. We've made dark chocolate delicious like milk chocolate. So even beyond the cholesterol reduction, the simple fact that now Americans will incorporate dark chocolate with its abundance of protective compounds. Remember, it's probably the richest source of protective compounds in any of our diets, that now more Americans are willing to incorporate them because our dark chocolate is not bitter. It's rich and creamy. So there truly is nothing like it. It's organic. It's fair trade. This time of year, when we do our Today Special, it's incredibly, incredibly affordable. And everyone has an opportunity to benefit. Just have a square with your meal. And when you have a square with your meal, you could substantially lower your total cholesterol, your LDL cholesterol, which is the cholesterol often referred to as bad. I don't like to refer it necessarily as bad cholesterol, but it's the cholesterol that typically we like to see lower levels of. And if you want to test something interesting, I've always been talking about things to test like LP little a, which I've been talking about LP little a for as long as I've been on television, which is over 30 years, since 1990. And apolipoprotein B is something to pay attention to next time you see your doctor, to ask them to test. Those are also great indicators of one's cardiovascular risk. And our heart disease risk, that's the #1 killer in America. So we want to be aware of all the factors that bear on that risk. When it comes to chocolate, protective compounds like the polyphenols found in dark chocolate are something that we should incorporate into a heart-healthy diet. And then, of course, the plant sterols that make my dark chocolate make my dark chocolate embraceable, enjoyable by Americans who typically just like milk chocolate or white chocolate. So we have made more than making chocolate that lowers total and LDL cholesterol, which is incredible. We've made dark chocolate like yummy again, that most of us really fancy the sweet texture of milk chocolate. But my dark chocolate has that yummy, sweet texture that we normally associate with milk chocolate. So again, I've often said, if I didn't talk about how healthy my dark chocolate was, it would probably be more popular. I think most people, when I talk about all its health benefits, they think it's got to be bad. It can't taste great. If it's that good for you, it can't taste great. Well, dark chocolate is truly the absolute exception to that rule. As decadent and delicious as it is again, when you look at the rich content and broad spectrum of protective compounds that dark chocolate contains, you wouldn't feel any guilt at all. Especially my squares are 25 calories and my 91% has less than half a gram of sugar, so it can be labeled as 0 sugar. Even the 74% barely has a trace over a gram of sugar in that 25 calorie square. So there's nothing to feel guilty or decadent about. Just enjoy the richest source of protective compounds that you will likely be adding to your diet. And unfortunately, this great pricing that we do just on our Today Special is only going to last as long as the weather cooperates in April. And then it will go away. It went away this last year. We didn't return it until almost the end of October. So it was gone for more than 6 months. So bear with us, bear with Mother Nature, and enjoy one of Mother Nature's great gifts. What is Mother Nature giveth and she taketh away? She's taking it away for summer with the heat, but she's giving you the most delicious dark chocolate because of the natural plant sterol esters she offers us. So enjoy.
And you will enjoy it. They're just delicious. I personally like the cafe, the ones with a little bit of you can taste a little ground coffee in it. But it's either or. And so again, if you're just tuning in, this is your last chance. This price, not only can you not get this delivered during the hot summer months, this price is not going to be valid at midnight tonight. It is only for this final opportunity this day, and it's the only show of the day. So reminding you quickly, 30, 60, 180, or 360. This is the 360 count. You get both of these boxes, and they are filled with each one of these little squares. You just choose which percentage do you like? 66, 74, and 91%, as Andrew just kind of went through for you, all under the same item number, 8278. Let's take a look at a couple of reviews. Time is running low. Look at this, over 11,000 gone. Here we go. I love chocolate. The darker, the better. This product not only satisfies the chocolate lover in me, but I love the additional health benefits it provides. Wonderful product that is worth the price. Creamy good. Chocolate has always been my drug of choice. This is the heart-healthy, to be consumed in small amounts, but as dark as the chocolate is, it's rich and not bitter. Addictive. How many of you could say that about the chocolates you've tried in the past? Best chocolate out there. And it's so true, the best chocolate. Look at this, ChocoNuvo is the best I've ever tried. It's smooth, chocolatey, and silky. I can't even describe how good it is. All I can say is you must try it to understand. Thank you, Andrew. By the way, I also get many of your vitamins. Your products have changed my life, no doubt about it. It's so funny. I had a piece during Andrew's lesson with us, and my mouth is still watering. So delicious, high quality. Oh, my very picky mother fell in love with ChocoNuvo and also loved how low calorie and low in sugar it was. It's the perfect combination of creaminess and dark chocolate. So don't wait, because if you do, you're going to spend almost twice this price. So like I said, this is a 30 count. This is 30-day supply. This is a 60, this is the 180, this is the 360. And then you choose, do you want the regular chocolate and what percentage, or do you want the one with the little bits of coffee in it, and then which percentage? Lots of choices, I know. You can't make a mistake here. The only mistake you'll make is to not get them. 8278 is the item number. So we're gonna move on to our final opportunity today.